All right, I decided I can't shut the fuck up anymore. This video, I'm not going to actually show or talk about any specific leaks. So if you want to just hear me rant about them, you can watch. You won't get spoiled if you're trying to avoid them. Oh my god. I've made some posts about this on socials, and by socials I mean Twitter. But goddamn, Pokemon leaks, they just suck. They suck so much now. It has literally turned into this contest of who found the leak first and posted it first and who got the source with the game, because none of these guys are actually leaking anything. They're not physically going out, grabbing the game and putting themselves at risk. They're just getting other people to do it for them. And the people that are leaking stuff are like putting racial slurs and stuff like that and just basically just watermarking it in an obnoxious way to where Centro, the main leak account that people go to, just putting obnoxious watermarks all over it, so Centro has no choice, or, you know, avoids posting it or has no choice but to post it with all the, I guess, the hate towards him. It's all just so corny, and with the utmost respect I can possibly say, nobody is going to care about you guys after the 16th. Like, once the game comes out, nobody cares. This war of like, yo, Centro's bad and blah, 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 blah. Like, what, dude, whatever. He's going to post the leaks. It's going to happen. It'd be much more productive if you just watermarked it with your username or something. Like, I don't know. Listen, at the end of the day, personally, in a perfect world, leaks wouldn't happen. I don't want to see anything that the official companies don't put. Like, I would rather not see anything. But it's so hard to avoid anything because people just post stuff without spoiler tagging and without, like, you know, marking hashtags. Like, oh, if I post a leak, I'll put this hashtag, you know, block this hashtag, whatever. And then they'll have the nerve to be like, oh, just get off the internet, just avoid socials, just do this. First of all, you're the one that is taking stolen, like, this is stolen. You shouldn't have this right now. You're taking stolen content and you're posting it online, and then you're telling other people, just get off. The game isn't out for another 4 or 5 days. How about you, if you're gonna post stuff that you shouldn't have and shouldn't actually be posting about, how about if we're gonna do that, we mark it as a spoiler or something? I don't know, just have some decency for other people that, you know, use the internet. It's just as bad as when people they will post 1 minute after the Australian release of a game, the final boss in the thumbnail, because they've got the game early, they completed it, they made their video, final boss in the thumbnail. Like, give people a chance to play the game. And like, yeah, once the game is out, I think it's, you know, all fair game. I do think at that point people should have to do their own due diligence. I don't think you should have to limit yourself once the game is out, but the game isn't even out yet. I also think maybe a week, 2 weeks grace period isn't much to ask for in terms of like posting really heavy stuff like final bosses and stuff like that. At the end of the day though, like, the leaking has just gotten so bad. I miss CoroCoro, man. I miss when like a little magazine in Japan would have the, you know, the information of a new Pokemon, and it would get scanned and uploaded to the internet and we'd all lose our minds over it. I miss those days, man. I don't want to have to, like, if I'm going to be looking at leaks, I don't want to have to sift through a bunch of screenshots that are really blurry and just have a bunch of racial slurs all over them. And then the only way that people can fix it is by using AI to remove the racial slurs. So the images that we're seeing are like all smooth and not actually, you know, fully accurate. It's horrible, man. And what prompted me to actually sit down and make this video, because I actually recorded one earlier in my car where I was just more venti. I'm not going to post that one though. Is the leakers being like, story spoilers are leaking. I'm not going to post any though. I'm evil, but I'm not a monster, like, type deal. It's like, why do story spoilers get treated on a higher level than the actual Pokemon designs? Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm playing a Pokemon game, I'm there for the monsters. I want to see the cool new monsters. I would rather see them for the first time in my video game on my 1080p monitor that I'm playing on, rather than seeing a blurred PNG on Twitter and people making judgments of the Pokemon being like, oh, it's garbage because this one screenshot that's really low quality and is one frame of the Pokemon. Like, for me personally, when I saw Komodo moving like a gorilla in Pokemon Camp, that's when I decided, you know what, Komodo, you're not so bad. I actually quite like you, Komodo. You're really cool. Seeing a Pokemon in motion can change how you feel about it. So people just making these judgments like, oh, he's so ugly. But come on, man, like, just play the game. Just wait for the game to come out. I've come to just really hate the leak season and hype season. I'm in this Discord of one of the leakers, and I saw a comment and I just keep thinking about it, because he was saying, because there was the Terra leak, and the Terra leaker said that they have a build of Legends EA, and that build of Legends EA, they never released it. They didn't want to, I guess, hurt any future projects like that. I don't know, dude. It's weird. But I saw a comment of someone being like, oh man, the Terra Leaker not releasing it is selfish. We're in a drought. The game is coming out this week. What do you mean we're in a drought? What are you talking about? And how are they selfish? First of all, the people that are actually leaking, those are the guys that can actually get in serious trouble. If it somehow gets, tracked, if any random Joe decided to leak the game without being extra precautious and like doing a bunch of different things to make sure that it doesn't get traced back to them, then yeah, they can get traced back to them and they can get in a lot of trouble. I mean, it's not leaking a game, but the first thing I think of when I think of Nintendo going after people is like individuals. There's a guy who's, funnily enough, his last name is Bowser. I think he's like a 50-year-old dude, and he owes Nintendo like 10 million because he made one of the softwares for the Switch, for modding your Switch. I think he was like monetizing it too, which is why they probably came down so hard on him. And yeah, basically every time any paycheck he has, a portion of that just goes to Nintendo for the rest of his life pretty much, because like how else are you going to pay off 10 million? It's like this shit can ruin people's lives. It can. If they deem like this leak hurt our sales, let's kill him. For people like the fans or the people that are following the leaks are super obnoxious, just being like, where's the XCI, which is the file type of the game when you dump it. And it's just so entitled, and I don't know, man, I'm amazed because the game is coming out in a couple days, and there are people out there that will probably only emulate it and not actually buy the game. I'm so glad that the Switch 2 hasn't been hacked yet. I'm glad that we can't do that for like Switch 2 exclusive games. I really hope whatever next Pokemon game comes out is Switch 2 exclusive, because I would like the Switch 2 to remain unhacked. I feel like that's not possible. I feel like eventually it will get cracked. Wishful thinking that it doesn't know. Wishful thinking. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to come on here and just talk about it because it's something that's I just hate it. I just hate the way that everything's turned out. I remember having a go at Centro a couple months ago because he was like, we've got more information, but you're gonna keep it under wraps for now, save some stuff for later. And I'm just like, just leak the game or don't. I can't remember exactly. Let me have a look at what I said to him. Oh yeah, he said there are still some surprises left in store, but let's keep it that way until the next trailer. And I said Central leaks, by the way. He said posted plenty of them already, don't want to ruin all the surprises. And I said just feels pointless to pick and choose, either leak shit or don't. It's unethical either way. It just feels so stupid for people to decide, oh no, can't leak the story, as if Pokemon has crazy stories. Like I will say Scarlet and Violet's story was super interesting. I liked it, but it's still Pokemon at the end of the day. I personally would rather know story spoilers than know what the Mega Evolutions, first of all, what Pokemon are getting them and what they look like. Unfortunately, it's a bit too late for that for me. Seeing them in game and seeing all their animations and the context behind them, it will make a difference. And I know it will because, even with music, I have sat there and listened to video game music before even playing the game. And then when I actually get to that point in the game where that music is played, it's such a different feeling. Like knowing the context of where that comes from, it's so different than just seeing or just hearing the song or just seeing an image online. It's part of the reason why I like music videos a lot. Music videos tend to make me enjoy songs more. Just gives you like more context and just a different appreciation. So I've got no doubt, even though I've seen a lot of what's to come, but no doubt I will still enjoy and appreciate seeing certain Pokemon and their Mega Evolutions in game. I decided to follow the leaks this time around because I honestly just didn't want to have to just get annoyed at being spoiled, because people have no respect for others. Yeah, if you're gonna leak stuff, just leak it. Like I don't care if you like. I'm not mad for myself. I'm also mad for other people that don't want to see leaks but are into Pokemon and follow Pokemon accounts and their algorithm is Pokemon, and then suddenly a leak pops up that they've never seen before, or someone didn't spoil their tag, and it's just so lame. It's become so lame, and I really hope that, like, I think all things considered, despite a lot of the designs of the Mega Evolutions being like, I think Legends ZA has been decently compared to other games. It's been, because usually with previous release cycles, the game is out like 10 days prior. It's now like 5 days away, and people are just now like getting the games, and I don't know if there's been a dump of the game yet that's posted, but people have the game now 5 days prior, which is, yeah, I think that's better than the previous generations. I think X and Y, it was like, I think Tesco broke Street Day. I remember that. That was funny. Anyways, I of course will be streaming Pokemon Legends ZA. I'll be streaming it non-stop. I'm probably not going to be playing super fast how other people play. I'll probably take my time. I know I want to try and shiny hunt for Mawile if I can. want Shiny Mawile because I love her. She's so cute. Depends if there's a method for it, or depends how rare she is. I might have to just do that in post game, but I'm gonna be streaming that at 2 p.m. UK time, so like 9 a.m. EST on the 15th, so the day before the game comes out, because that's when it'll be out for Australia. So if you want to come hang out with me while we experience Legends of EA for the first time, I would love to see you guys there. I'll be live on this channel. As for videos, I'm not sure what I'll be doing for videos for the game. I might try and record some and have them chopped down. As for what's going on with the channels, I did want to put lower effort stuff on the second channel, but I feel like I've got a split audience of people that like free-for-alls and battles, and another audience that likes ROM hacks and playthroughs and stuff. So I'm just like, maybe that should be the divide. Maybe this channel should just be for the playthroughs and stuff. I've tried working on big videos and posting them frequently, but I just don't know if it works for me. I can put effort into videos, but big projects is just something that, at least at this point in my life, I'm just not able to do. So I just need to stop trying that. And I can work on big projects at the side. Like I'm working on one. I've been working on one for a month or so now, but it's something I just have to chip away at. So yeah, I just want to come here and rant. Just hang out with me for Legends of EA when it comes out. Even if you give yourself a day or two to get ahead of me, because I'm slow when I play games. We'll probably be streaming like 12 hours every single day, maybe even longer at times. So it's gonna be a good time. But until then, I'm gonna keep playing Digimon.